Okay.
Now we can officially cut the band and open the connection to Humberside.
Eastern Airways might not be the most known airline outside of the United Kingdom, but with the airline's new direct route from Humberside to Esbjerg Airport in Denmark, the airline is making somewhat of a comeback, with their first scheduled service to mainland Europe since the airline once again is operating under the Eastern Airways brand, following the demise of Flight B.
Eastern Airways is a regional airline based in the UK. Celebrating 25 years of flying scheduled passengers literally this month. So we started out and founded by flying oil and gas workers primarily, and that's then evolved into a lot more leisure routes. So this is really quite a sort of new development in the sense we're moving in terms of the sector, so into renewable energy support alongside traditional oil and gas, and that is very much a specialism of Eastern Airways. So we're an independent company, we've currently got just over 20 airframes or aircraft ranging from the Embraer down to the Jetstream, and it's really connecting predominantly the UK, Ireland, some parts of Europe, but with a lot of charter work and work for corporate clients.
With the new route, the two most important regions respectively for Denmark and the United Kingdom in regards to the development of the offshore renewable energy sectors are finally connected with direct flights.
First, I would like to say we are really happy today actually to receive Eastern Airways for this first flight. It's been, of course, a long process. Route development is always a long process. We have a good collaboration with Eastern Airways. As you know, Esbjerg is a really important city for the offshore sector, especially oil and gas and also wind energy. And wind energy is growing a lot today.
For the city of Esbjerg, this is a very important connection that we now are launching today. The offshore activities, especially in the offshore wind area, are a very important business area in Esbjerg, and this is also where the area around Humberside is where it takes place in the UK. So connectivity around the North Sea is very important, and this flight connection here now I have very big expectations in the future to the development of this connection.
The two regions are very comparable. Both are developing renewable energy technologies, clean tech, biotech. The Humber market itself is the energy estuary in the UK. Esbjerg is the energy port for Denmark. The two are very, very comparable. There's a lot of people travelling between Denmark and the UK struggling with direct connectivity. And if there's ever a point where you're trying to service a sector and provide the conduit for people, skills, labour to move between the two regions and try and create cross-pollination, if you like, of investment and infrastructure, this is the apt time to do that.
For the inaugural flight, Eastern Airways arrived with their flagship, the Embraer ERJ190. But what is the future perspective for the route?
We always favor a step-by-step process for this type of routes. We are talking about business niche routes, so we start really progressively with a triple weekly flight. It would be a mix of Jetstream 41 mostly and some ATR aircraft as well, depending on the demand and the crew changes, especially on the various offshore sites we've got in the North Sea. So we start like this, but obviously if we can structure the demand, especially directly, to avoid any hub connection, because today you know that hub connection sometimes is a bit complicated with the shortage of staff. If we can structure the demand, we will increase the frequency really progressively.
The new route is not just of importance for the airline and the regions on each side of the North Sea, but certainly also for the two airports.
The route between Esbjerg and Humberside has a great importance for the airport. It means that we in Esbjerg Airport are able to support the sector, the oil, gas and wind sector, and it also means that we are able to grow.
You know, the airport has to be a commercially viable business, and you know, the business travel in the offshore is really the core of our business, and the charter, as much as we love to do it, and we like to extend that area, which brings a lot of passengers, but we also don't forget what, you know, is our core business, and we do, you know, pay a lot of attention to that.
So with the regions, airports and passengers happy, what are the perspectives for Eastern Airways going forward in regards to scheduled services to mainland Europe?
In terms of scheduled routes, this is a start. The frequency can increase, the frequency or timings or days can change and will evolve as demand starts to show itself and a sort of pattern develops on the route. We could look at further Danish routes or further routes that support particularly sectors, very, very strong commercial sectors.